There's a few ways that we can discover the meaning of Shemini Atzeret. One is in the name itself, Shemini Atzeret, meaning Shemini meaning 8, Atzeret meaning to collect. So there's beautiful meaning in both those words there. Also, how did they celebrate Shemini Atzeret in the ancient days? We can look at that as well. So let's kind of look at this for a minute. So Shemini Atzeret, Shemini meaning 8. So 8 in Hebrew, the word means new. It means brand new, actually. It means not a new thing, but new. If you look at the idea that you have Sukkot, where you are kind of representing the 7 millenniums, the 6 millenniums that we get to try to do it our way, ourselves. The 7th millennium when Yahshua, the king, comes and he does it his way. The 8th millennium is really all about Yehovah coming and living with his people. The 7th millennium, Yahshua comes and lives with his bride, and then on the 8th millennium you have Yehovah bringing the New Jerusalem and creating a new heaven and a new earth, and then Papa gets to live with us. Papa lives with us from the 8th millennium on. It's a new time, a new heaven, a new earth. Not new as in totally different, but new, made new. That is exciting. I think that the number 8 in correlation with Shemini Atzeret is very revealing about what this feast is about. If you look at Atzeret, then the word Atzeret is the Hebrew word for collect, to collect. So it's like a gathering of waters. It's like collection of something to sustain you. Atzeret is derived from the Hebrew word atzer, and which means to collect or to store. The purpose of this festival of Shemini Atzeret is to store in our memories everything we experienced and gained during the preceding fall feasts. The good days will carry us through the winter time, will carry us to the next feast, and we'll retain the spiritual understandings that we gained. We'll retain them and will not lose sight of them in everyday life. So the idea of gaining throughout these feasts and then collecting them and remembering them so they can take you through until the next feast season. One of the things that we look at on Shemini Atzeret is the idea that we look back over the feasts that we just came through. So you have Yom Teruah on the first day of the 7th month, and then you have the 10 days of awe, and then you have Yom Kippur. 5 days later you have Sukkot for 7 days, and then here we are at Shemini Atzeret. And so you look back and you go, what treasures have I collected over the fall feast season? And you're collecting all those treasures to kind of sustain you until through the winter time. And don't forget them, because as John Eldridge says, forgetfulness is our worst enemy. So our worst enemy is we forget. Forget. We're forgetful. So figure out how to store them up so that you can remember them next year. Alright, so you know the verses that go, do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy, where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourself treasures in heaven where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Yahshua said this. And so on Shemini Atzeret, we look back and we go, what treasures do we have that are kingdom treasures that no man can take from us? And you remember those, you write them down so that you can mull on it. This is part of why I do exactly what I do. I mean, I'm doing videos, I do books, I do websites. You know, I'm part of it. I'm just a mom. I'm just a woman I'm just a wife and a mom who is in love with Yahuwah. And every year we do this. This was our 10th year we've done the fall feast. I went back and looked yesterday finally to figure it out. 10th year. And every single year there's so many wonderful new things and treasures that Papa has given us that, you know, if I never wrote it down, if I never videoed it, if I never tried to do anything to collect those things, we'd totally forget. I mean, we came up to yesterday and went, wait, what was this feast about? I mean, this is the 10th time we've actually walked through this and this feast or this Moedim, and we had to be reminded, and we were reminded by the things that I've written down, little handbooks I have made, and you know, the people we have studied, we reference them, we have those things printed out, but I've got it collected in a manner of which my family can drink from. And I think it's really important for you to do for your family too, no matter who you are. I mean, I've been a career girl, I've been a stay-at-home mom, I've been all kinds of different things. No matter what we do, no matter where we are, no matter where I am, I'm constantly collecting these kingdom treasures, and I don't want to lose them. It's the last thing I want to do, is lose something that Yahuwah has given me, or that Yeshua has given me, or that Ruach has revealed to me. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to forget and then have to have them teach it to me again, you know, especially if it's painful. If it's painful, I want to, like, you know, get a clue quick, write it down, impress it upon myself, and I never do that again, or whatever. I've learned that lesson. I don't need to go back there. So collecting the treasures. Therefore, every teacher of the law who has been instructed about the kingdom of heaven is like the owner of a house who brings out of his storeroom new treasures as well as old. So our job as his bride to be is to store up his treasures and then bring them out as the Ruach informs us to, as the Ruach asks us to bring them out and share them with the rest of his bride. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understanding, and if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of Yahuwah and find the knowledge of Elohim. What does he say? It's the glory of Yahuwah to hide a matter, and the honor of kings to search it out. So he hides treasures, and we get to search them out, and he reveals those treasures to his people. My husband Isaac has said that, and I quote, "A kingdom treasure is a timely revelation when Elohim chooses to reveal parts of themselves that are very personal and very special. It becomes a very intimate experience to receive a kingdom treasure from Yahuwah. It is him sharing with you in hopes that you will take good care of the gift, his heart, that you will take care of the gift and his heart, with the hope that you will fall in love with him." So Elohim does not waste their kingdom treasures on hearts who are not aligned with them. The masses can have all the information they want about him, but only his friends get the goods. Only his friends, only his bride, the bride-to-be of his son Yeshua, get the kingdom treasures. Yeshua even encourages us to say, when he said that, you know, when you see a piece of land and there's this pearl in this land, you go and you want that pearl, you go sell everything that you have so that you can buy that piece of property and own that pearl. It's the same thing here. Getting kingdom treasures is like, you know, you see that there's this kingdom treasure and you want that more than anything. You're going to go do whatever it takes to get that kingdom treasure. That's how I feel about things of the kingdom, things of Papa. I will do anything to receive his kingdom treasures, because in them is life. In them is, you know, I find beauty in them that sustain me. And the more of them that I have, the more life that I have. And I want that life in me. I don't want to, you know, be falling apart like everybody else around me. I want to be really clear on who I am and have grounding in them. I want them to be my center, to be everything. And I want to have that open communication with them where I'm all day long. I just am, meditating on his statutes day and night and leaning on him just like King David did. So, kingdom treasures. Have I said enough about that so you understand what that's about? Good. Let's go on to something else.